Hi y'all, so today I'm going to be trying Douyin makeup and I can already tell you I think that this is like the makeup look for me or something because I got so many compliments when I left my house to get my kids from school and my husband could not stop telling me how cute I looked. So let's get into it. This is my first time trying to replicate this makeup. I have a couple of reference photos here and let's just get into it. So first I'm going to start with a nice gripping primer and I always set that with setting spray, and then after that dries I'm going to go in with the marshmallow primer from NYX. I don't always go in with the extra primer, but this is a very flawless type of makeup, so I like to prime with this on top of everything else to make my skin as flawless and perfectly prepped as possible. Once that's all rubbed in, then I'm going to go in with my Halo Glow Filter from e.l.f. And I'm going to use the same amount of this that I always use, but I am going to go in with slightly less foundation than normal. I'm using the Feel Good Skin foundation from Revolution, I'm pretty sure. Or no, it's from Profusion. And I'm just going to go in with a very small, like pea size amount. I normally go in with 2 or 3 pea size amounts on the face because it can be very full coverage. I just wanted this to be a lot lighter than usual, and I kind of wanted my natural redness to peek through a little bit because it's a nice blushy look anyway. So I'm just going to pounce this all over the face with a e.l.f. beauty sponge and get a nice even base. And then once we're going in with some contour, I'm going to be doing it in a slightly different area. So they really have nothing on the forehead in most of the pictures I saw. And then they do their cheek contour like on the cheek and then right below the cheek and then on the jawline. They try to make their face look as V-shaped and small as possible. So that's what this contour placement is going to accomplish. I'm just going to blend that in as best I can, and there is usually some color on the nose, so later on I have some bronzer going onto the nose as well to give it a little bit of shape, but for now this is all the places that we're going to cream contour. And then I'm going to go in with some concealer. I am using my pink under eye corrector, and then I'm going to go in with my lightest concealer. These makeup trends, or when I see videos of them doing it on TikTok and stuff, they typically try to pale out their skin quite a bit, and I didn't want to do that over the whole face, but I did do that on the under eye area just to kind of bring that into it, and I'm pretty comfortable having a nice bright under eye. I really like that look anyway. Now it's time for the blush, which is a major part of this look. And I started with this brush, but I ended up switching to a sponge because this is also a very dewy look. So I wanted to keep as much glow and youthfulness to this look as possible. And this is basically an under eye placement mixed with the sunburn placement because it's going on the nose. I'm sure that that pink under eye trend on TikTok was inspired by this Douyin makeup. So I put it all under my under eye, onto the cheekbones, onto the bridge of my nose, and I'm using this nice pink flushed color. It almost looks like a natural flush on me. This to me is like trying to be in glam but make it look as natural and cute as possible. And I love this Morphe product because I can also use it on the lips, and they always have a nice soft kind of blended out pink lip that's very, very glossy, and I liked that it could be monochromatic and be all the same color. And then I'm taking whatever is left on my concealer and just putting that over the corners of my mouth. They also try to make their mouths look smaller for this trend. So I like to kind of blink out the corners a little bit more than I normally would. Obviously, I usually kind of overline things a bit, but that is not what this makeup trend calls for. So then I'm going to powder my face kind of like I normally would, and then I just like to go in and reinforce everything with powders. So I'm going to use a powder contour or bronzer from Milani and kind of go over those same contour areas. I'm also going to use that same bronzer on my eyes, and then I'm going to use a really nice pinky flushed blush and just again reinforce those areas that I'm already putting cream products down. So I'm using the Jaclyn Hill. This is a very nice glowy, very pink blush, and a lot of the makeup looks for this trend I looked up are very, very glowy, so I wanted to keep that essence. So for the eyes, like I said, I'm just using that same bronzer that I used on my face and just giving myself a really, really light dusting just to give my eyes a little bit more dimension and make sure that they are not falling too flat. And then I'm going to carry that into the contour on my nose. It's a lot about having smaller features and just having really teensy cute features, so I contoured my nose a little bit more than I normally do. And then I'm using this nice pink highlight all over the eyes, the brow bone, the forehead, the tops of my cheekbones. Like I said, usually all of the reference photos that I looked up, except for like one or two, were very, very glowy, so I wanted to make sure I added that in. So after I get done with the powder blush placement, I'm going to do the under eye bags, and they really like to accentuate the under eye. So I'm just, again, taking that same contour color, and I'm taking an angled brush, and I naturally have these little puffy, always tired, puffy bags under my eyes, and I normally cover them up, but for this look, you're supposed to accentuate them. And I think that maybe that's why, at least why my husband thought I looked so cute with this makeup, and he like could not stop complimenting me because it really actually just accentuates stuff that I already have, like under eye puffiness, and I literally always look exhausted. I'm not really sure. So then I'm just going to blend that out a little bit and kind of connect the outer corner to the upper lid outer corner just to make it all look nice and seamless. And then I'm going to take this nice pearly shade in the No Budge eyeshadow sticks from e.l.f. and I'm going to put it on that puffy part that we have so far left blank on top of that contour. So to really, really accentuate it and make it look nice and shiny and stand out very much. And I'm also going to put that nice pearly color on the whole inner corner as well. Then for the eyebrows, the major difference between how I normally would do my eyebrows is that it's a lot more flat. It's not rounded. They still kind of have an arch on the top, but the bottom is a little bit more flat than I would normally do mine. So I kind of filled in my arch on the bottom and tried to make them nice and flat and just really dainty as much as I possibly could. It's a little bit difficult for me, but I tried my best. Then I just curled my lashes and put on some mascara, and I was kind of struggling with the lashes because I didn't have the exact right type of spiky fake lashes. I really tried to find some, but I do live in a really, really small town, so it's pretty hard to find really unique fake lashes like that. So I ended up just, after I put on some lip gloss and I was kind of looking at myself in the mirror and trying to figure out, like, I really think the lashes were missing something. I had some individual lashes and I ended up putting just 2 of them on the outer corner of each eye. And I really think it took it up a notch. And it really finished off the look in a perfect way. And then I also decided I need to take that contour shade and add a very, very small wing to my outer corner of my eyes. I honestly went up from my lower lash line and out. I barely even put any color on my top lash line for this wing. It's mostly on the bottom, and you can kind of see here the angle is a little bit better for you to see that. I'm basically just putting a wing lining right up with my lower lash line and making sure that it just looks really dainty and just cute. I keep kind of using the same words, but that's kind of what I was keeping in mind. Like everything's just so dainty and cute and nice and airy, and you want to keep it really tiny, everything. So here I am throwing on those individual clusters like I was talking about, and I don't know who lied and said that individual lashes and individual little clusters are way easier to put on than strip lashes, because I feel the exact opposite. I was struggling with these so badly. That's why they've been sitting in my makeup drawer for like 6 months, and I used them once and never used them again. They are so difficult for me to put on and have them like angled right. I found it so difficult. So I definitely think I need to look into ordering some strip lashes when I want to do like really specific makeup, because they are definitely so much easier for me to put on. But in the end, I thought it just looked so freaking cute. And like I said, I got so many compliments on this makeup. So you guys will have to let me know if this just matches my face or just matches my vibe. I don't know, but that is the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I will list all the products that I use down below, as well as my other YouTube channel, my Instagram, and my TikTok if you want to follow me everywhere. And I will see you guys in another video very soon. Bye.